I have been thinking a lot lately about why we do this channel, Geeky Stoics. I and my friend Riley basically just share our thoughts on popular fiction, mainly Star Wars, and we connect it out to real life. We operate every day as if there is no wall between the two. It's sort of a commitment. Sometimes it takes effort, and usually it doesn't, but sometimes it does. Inevitably, there are people who don't like that. We hear often on repeat that these stories are just entertainment, escapism, that we are taking it way too seriously. And I don't think that we are. Geeky Stoics is about drawing out the transcendent from the entertaining. It's about choosing to reach beyond escapism and expanding your potential in the real world, here in your life, through the enjoyment of other worlds. Because every place that you visit, as an example, you go to South Carolina, you come home with a sea turtle mug from a beach store and sand between your toes. You go to California and you return home with a tan. You go to school and hopefully you come back with facts about the world, maybe a black eye. But you also can go to a movie theater and see Star Wars or Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, the Avengers, and you come home with ideas of different worlds. You come home with ideas in your head, imagination, things that you're going to dream about. There's a reason that Obi-Wan Kenobi gave young Luke Skywalker a T-16 Skyhopper as a gift. It's the one that we eventually see Luke playing with when he's grown up in the original Star Wars film. And it was to inform Luke. It was to delight and direct his mind toward the stars. And in the Kenobi show on Disney Plus, Uncle Owen forbids it and he tries to take the toy away. And he angrily returns it to Obi-Wan because knowledge of the stars and ships to visit them would inevitably direct Luke's attention and his imagination toward the stars. That opens Luke up to great danger. He could be harmed by the galaxy, he could do harm, but Obi-Wan persisted and made sure that Luke had this toy at his desert home on Tatooine, and it primed Luke to want more. Yes, it's just a toy. It's the definition of escapist entertainment, but toys are how we act out greatness. We role-play heroism and courage with toys and costumes. And in the theater seat, the movies, you're kind of doing the same thing. You're wondering to yourself during the movie, is this how I would respond to Darth Vader's offer of power and empire? Would I walk away from a burning homestead and leave Mos Eisley with strangers to rescue a princess that I've never met? Every few days, we'll hear from somebody that we take these stories too seriously, that they weren't meant to be philosophies or profound insights about life. Fair. Whatever. They're just meant to be simple and family entertainment. But when I think of simple family entertainment, I think of a water slide. You can like climb up, you go down, you get wet, you do it all over again. But I don't really know how you could look at Spider-Man when Peter Parker chooses out of vengefulness to let an armed robber escape with a bag of cash, something that he had the power to stop, but he shirks that responsibility and it cascades directly to the murder of his beloved Uncle Ben by that same thief, and think, wow, this is just simple family entertainment. There's something else there. Someone quipped to me as well about Michael Bay's Transformers movies, that it's not like those are philosophical. At first I agreed, but then I thought about it for just a couple of minutes, and just with a little bit of reflection, you would even find that the Transformers movies, which are dripping in shiny objects, thoughtless sex appeal, and big explosions meant to sell movie tickets, that even these movies have a perspective about human existence, which is that it's worth fighting for. Optimus Prime doesn't come down to Earth and encourage humanity to just roll over and die. When you understand that there are tons of people around you in the real world, social media, whatever, philosophers even, very serious people who write books that believe that humanity is an invasive species and might actually advocate for its destruction, you have to ask for yourself, well, what is this goofy Transformers movie telling me? And it's saying, in the booming voice of Optimus Prime, defend planet Earth from the Decepticons, be brave, stand up for yourself, fight for humanity. Almost every story you've ever read has a point of view about something that it wants you to understand. Every story is written in the context of a civilization and its values, and every little thing that you think is simple is very likely an alien concept to some man or woman your age on the other side of the globe. It sort of makes me think of this old Brad Pitt movie, 7 Years in Tibet, where Pitt plays an Austrian Olympic climber visiting Tibet and the people of the Dalai Lama. It's based on a true story, actually, and he is bragging about his climbing feats in hopes of seducing a local woman there, but she is mystified that this Western man from Austria, Germany, thinks that it is valiant to conquer mountains and to climb rocks. I don't know about you, but as a Western man myself, I see a mountain and I think, well, you climb that. Why? Because it's there. And I suspect that we will never hear the end of criticism and naysaying about how we take simple stories too seriously or bend over backwards to find meaning in children's stories. But I know in my bones that there is much more to them than that. These toys, these escapist pieces of entertainment, they are telling us something. Our question to you and everyone watching or reading at geekystoics.com is, are you listening?